How you doing? Old man here. Welcome back. It's been a hot minute since I've been out here. It's been really cold. I don't know. This time of year I find it so difficult. I don't know where the fish are, to be honest. You know, I think they're deep, and I think they're on the main river. And where I am on the St. Johns River, fishing on the main river is not pleasant at all. It's like, I don't know, the river is like over 3 miles across, and dude, it just gets whitecap. It gets really difficult. So I don't enjoy sitting out in the middle of it, trying to drag worms and stuff. So going out today, hopefully we're going to try something a little bit different today. Decided today I'm going to try fishing using only ChatGPT. So whatever ChatGPT says, that's what we're going to do. So wherever they say to hit, to fish, to try, that's what we're going to do. We're going to see how it works out. Anyway, thanks for coming back. Again, if you like the content, please like and subscribe. Appreciate you, I really do. We'll see you out in the water. Thanks. Well, okay, so we're on the water. Guess we're gonna go to work and see what ChatGPT has to say. It's gonna be hard, so we'll have to pause and come back. Let me start this thing up, let it warm up a little bit. It's cold out here. We're right in the middle of a cold front. I'll tell you in a second, the water temperature currently at 61 degrees, which in Florida is cold. Everywhere else in the world, you guys call that June. But yeah, it's a little bit chilly. I mean, even for me, I'm telling you right now, you can't see, but I can cut diamonds. I mean, I could cut glass with these things, dude. Anyway, so we're gonna get out here. We're gonna jump on ChatGPT real quick, see what they have to say. I did make a couple purchases. Caught Black Friday at Bass Pro Shop. I wanted to try something. So today I'm gonna try their signature series. I bought a spinning rod and a bait caster. I'm gonna see how they go today. Probably gonna do two things. I'm gonna drag a worm, and I'm gonna throw a spinner bait. See where that takes us. But anyway, I'm in the creek. I'm not sure that there's anything back here yet. Like I said, I haven't been back here in a while. I think they should be back here now. We're gonna find out. But anyway, let me talk to ChatGPT, see what he's got to say, and I'll be back. Okay, Chat, let's see what you got to say here, buddy. ChatGPT. Let's ask, where can I catch large mouth bass on Trout Creek right now? Water temperature is 61. Clear skies. And as always, water is stained. Let's see what he says. Okay. It says structure and cover, deep channel back holes, blah, blah, blah. Spinner baits, Texas rig. That's what we're gonna do. If you can get live, if you can get live bait, that's better. Yeah, I'm not doing live bait today. Make sure you got your license, which I do. Okay. Give me some points to start. Big bend downstream of trout. The first big bend. Okay. Cypress Knee Bank, which is 200-300 yards upstream from the park ramp. The Y fork where the small backwater channel splits off. The mouth of the creek. All right, we're gonna look at that big fallen oak on the right bank, 3/4 of a mile downstream. That's crazy. So it's basically telling me to find structure. So I'm gonna go hit some structure. I've got a spinner bait. I'm gonna throw some Texas rig worm. Got a big worm. We'll see if there's anything out there. According to BFR, which is Bass Forecast, they're basically telling me to stay home and order a pizza. So it's going to be a struggle today. So I can't really beat up too much on ChatGPT because BFR is telling me it's not going to be a good day. But we're going to try anyway. We're going to see where we go, see what we do, see if we get anything. Because I can tell you, I've been out 3 times in the last couple months, and one thing I've got down to a fine art is I know exactly where they aren't. So we're going to try, see if we can get some help from outside sources. So AI, help me. Help me, AI. See what we got going. You know, one thing I'll say is that I'm really pleased with those rods that I bought. I really am, because like right now, for example, you see I'm throwing an Akuma, just like standard. But I mean, everything, the reel, there's nothing wrong with this rod, obviously, but compare it to the one I just bought. Oh my goodness, that Bass Pro Shop one is leaps and bounds nicer. Like you can hear it. Now watch, I'm gonna throw that Bass Pro Shop one, the carbon light. Number one, it is lighter, so if you're doing this all day, what a huge difference that makes right off the bat. I mean, this is much more comfortable. You could throw this a lot longer, but I mean, it's nothing. Well, it looks like we struck out today. You know, I tried to use ChatGPT, little AI help, and should have listened to Bass Forecast because, well, look at that, because that was dead on. You're kidding me. I went right on top of this pillar. Figure the odds of that. Okay, so back at it. Anyway, ChatGPT was completely and utterly useless today. But on a positive note, I was able to come out here and try out my Black Friday gear. That's those 2 carbon light Johnny Morris from Bass Pro Shop. Dude, I have a lot of different rods and reels. And I honestly really truly like both of these a lot. Aside from the fact that they're really light, and it's, you know, this one's just 7 foot medium heavy. I didn't even take the plastic off. Carbon light spinner, it's really good. Really good. The action's really good. Think of a different word other than really good. But it's nice, it's smooth. In fact, all of my spinning rods, with the exception of a few, are pretty old or older. So the first time I tried to cast this, I overshot it by like 20 yards because I'm not used to having something nice. but it's really smooth. I like how it feels. I like how I suck at casting with the spinning, but I really like how it feels. I like how smooth the retrieve is. No, I highly recommend. I'm curious what you guys, if you guys got any good Black Friday deals, what they were. If you leave a comment, let me know. You know, if you have some other rods and reels you recommend, I'd like to try them out. You know, I'm honestly, I have a lot of different ones. I really like Shimano, but I'm all about trying something new. You know. I'm really pleased with these. I had seen these before and I was like, nah, I'm not really sure I want to do that. I read the reviews and there's a lot of people liked them, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. They have like a step up. I don't know if it's like Johnny Morris signature or something. Those, I didn't see a lot of good reviews on that. So, not to say they're not good, I just didn't see a lot of good reviews, so I went ahead and tried the Carbon Light instead, because I was getting not just a spinner, but also, come on, it didn't feel right, my hook's out. But I put a Yamamoto, this is just a Yamamoto swimming Senko. It's really awful fishing conditions today. Normally I wouldn't have tried to come out, but I don't have a lot of days. My days off are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I typically try to go Thursday. That way if I do catch something or I get some footage, I want to spend Friday editing, and then, you know, it's just a little bit of an ordeal. And then Saturday, you know, I need to spend some days with my wife, poor thing. She's really supportive, but I don't want to push it. So yeah, you know, again, I think these are really, I just really like the feel. I like the grip, the look. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm glad I bought it, and I think I was like, don't quote me, but I think they're a couple $100 a piece. But I think Black Friday, I think I got them both for like $400. So one was, I think the baitcaster's probably more expensive, but yeah, I'm really pleased actually. I really like the feel. I really like the weight, because you know, when you're out here all day, I don't know about you guys are probably much younger than me, but when you're out here all day, goodness, and I get tired. My arms get tired, my hands get tired. So you can shave off ounces here and there. I'm really happy with that, you know, and definitely give it a shot. I prefer that. And this is just really, I'm actually really pleased. Really pleased. Be more pleased if I caught fish, you know, but who wouldn't? But you know, as I said, the water's really cold. There's a cold front just came through. It was really cold last night for Florida. I think it got down to the high 30s, which is not normal at all for this area. And it just, you know, everything, bass forecast, everything's like, hey dude, stay home, order a pizza, don't do this. It's just not going to be a good day. You know, this other one, I just threw a little spinner bait on there, but I don't know if you can see, I'm not even sure where the camera's pointing, but the flex and the play, again, this is a 7. I got a medium and not a medium heavy for this guy, but sometimes I just want a little more play. And dude, it casts everything. It's just really nice. I like the feel. I mean, I don't think I'd throw a frog on this and pull it through the lily pads, not with a medium. I'd be there all day if I did catch one, but I've got a lot of heavy and medium heavy rods, so I figured I'd just try to mix it up a little bit. And I mean, it's got a little more play than I'm used to, but it just feels really good. And again, I really the smoothness, it's just well worth it. You can tell that that they put a little bit more into this, you know, and it looks really nice. Yeah, it feels good, dude. I certainly would recommend this. Again, you guys let me know what you think. Unfortunately, I didn't get any fish today, but I'll keep trying. I'll keep the gas pedal down and keep trying. Hopefully get bass fishing starts picking back up for me again. This time of year is really difficult for me because in order for me to catch anything, bass are typically way out there. So this is a cove, and then the creek I'm working the creek that's off of this cove, and so you can barely see the St. John's. But out there, I just took a little drive out there, and it's, even though today doesn't feel like much wind at all, it's still really rough, and I was like, forget it. You know, if I want to go hit shell beds or something like that where the bass kind of hang out when it gets really hot, they go deep, and then it takes a long time before they start working their way back in. A month or so ago, I took my daughter and her boyfriend out fishing just to kind of see if there were any bait fish. So we just went brim fishing, and only a couple. So even the bait fish aren't quite in here yet. So normally the end of December, early January is when they start to move in and things start to change. I think next time I go out, I might try to make a drive and go down to Walaka. It's about an hour and a half south of here. The St. John narrows quite a bit, and then the weather and stuff doesn't really affect it nearly as much as it does up here. Because my boat's great, I love my boat, but let me tell you, it's aluminum, it doesn't weigh that much, and when the wind, it makes it really, really difficult to fish two people, because the dude in the back's gonna get blown all over the place, and the dude up front's always fighting it, trying to keep the dude in the back in the game. So it gets frustrating, not to mention, you know, it gets really choppy, and it's just, I don't know. It's not something I enjoy doing, sorry. That's just the bottom line. You know, maybe when I was younger, I'd want to be out in that chop and jump and play around, but not now. Oh, not now. Now I want smoothness, I want calmness, I want comfort, you know. But I'll be back out. I'll be back out here shortly, because the fish, like I said, that fishing is about to change, and when it does change, things will be good. But in the meantime, I'd like to hear from you. So let me know what you guys got for Black Friday. Let me know what you guys recommend for your get-ups. I mean, I know everybody's got their own opinion when it comes to what bait to use. I'm not asking about that. Just curious, you know, what's your favorite rod and reel combo? Again, like your all-around. I know you're going to say, well, for this, I do this, and for that, I use this. Well, everybody does, but I'm just more or less, you know, like this Johnny Morrison Carbon Light, I would recommend that for any kind of fishing you want to do. Obviously, you get different rod and reels depending on your application, but this is just a really well put together rod and reel, I think. You know, now granted, it's my first time out with it. Hopefully in 6 months I'll say the same thing and I'll be like, yeah, I'm still impressed. Oh, that was, whatever that was me. I wasn't even paying attention, but there's something huge out there. I was angry too. Of course, I just threw my lure not close to it. Just once I'd like to just see a fish jump, throw my lure out right on top of it and have it attack it like they do on TV. That'd be so cool. Unfortunately, no, it's never happened to me. I see a fish jump, I throw right there, and he's 6 miles away by the time I get my lure back to the boat. Anyway, you guys, again, appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you checking out the channel. This is Old Man out. You guys stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.